All right. Good morning. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Kishore Bhattacharjee, CTO, Skypoint. Today we are cover the analytics journey and how an organization can accelerate their analytics maturity with our latest product that we launched called skyCommand. So I will cover in this webinar our journey of how SkyPoint can help an organization to accelerate their analytics maturity, and then we will follow it up with a demo of our product. So quick overview about who SkyPoint is. So we are founded in 2020. We're a Portland-based company. We are one of the first high-trust R2 certified healthcare AI agents platform. And we currently serve more than 80 plus customers in the healthcare space. So the journey that we have seen is as a part of our analytics and AI is a lot of the industry are currently in their life cycle or journey from a foundational to an AI. So as we have seen that in order to deliver insights from data, the core aspects that organization needs to work on is to get the data ready. Once you have the data ready, the next set of the journey comes in is to get an information about what happened in the past. This is, we call it that descriptive analytics. And what is typically done is by having analytics dashboards that represents the rear view mirror of what happened with in the form of analytics dashboards, in the form of reports, which is traditionally derives from getting insights from the data. But what we have seen that the power of the data comes in when this data could be taken through the journey of identifying diagnostic aspect of it, means what did it happen and why did it happen? Then getting into the predictive side of it is more about what likely that can happen next, what I can change and take action on the data that I have that can help me improve my KPI, improve my ability to optimize the workflow, improve my ability to generate more revenue or manage cost. This journey typically is where a lot of the organizations wants to shorten this, right? Because typically what we have seen that in order to get from the foundation to agentic is a long process. You have to get the data, you have to curate the data, you have to go through the MDM with data matching algorithms to make sure that all the data are tied together. Then you have to identify the necessary KPIs that is critical for the business to be successful. And then you go into identifying what reports and dashboards are needed. And then comes the journey of adding more AI component or predictive components to that. What we bring in, the product that we recently launched, we call it the skyCommand. What we bring in is a platform that can meet the customer in their journey. So our goal is that if currently the customer or the is organization is at the foundational aspect of it, how we can help them to accelerate their journey from foundation to agentic. If they have not started their analytics or the AI journey yet, we have a platform that can help them to take them from the through foundation to agentic. So our offering in that space, we call it Sky Studio, which is primarily about 250 plus integrations that we have pre-built in the system to accelerate landing, curating, doing MDM matching using agentic workflows to build the curated data set into either patient 360 or resident 360 or the operational warehouse that will drive their diagnostics and predictive and agentic workflows. Then we have on top of it our command center, which connects all this into we call it skyCommand. The value of the command center is it can seamlessly connect to either Power BI, it can connect to the Fabric system, or it can connect to the other healthcare data sets like Epic, Snowflake, Databricks, or other platforms to be able to pull this data in and then layer on top of it both the predictive, prescriptive, and generative AI to be able to really take the organization through the journey of how can I take action, predict and take action, and improve my KPI. We have, as I mentioned, we have 250 plus system integration that currently powers our Command Center. The objective of so many integrations, and we are adding more and more, is to have a accelerated way to bring the data in so that we can unlock the power of the insights and AI actions to our customers to generate value fast. So I'm going to switch into the demo. We'll talk about how in AI our command center works. So this is our AI command center specifically designed for the senior living. Our platform is built to support command centers for senior living, health systems, providers, and so on and so forth. The objective of the platform is to be able to get the data pulled in an accelerated way, provide the framework that could be leveraged to not only identify the key performance indicators, show how their KPIs are doing, but also we have predefined machine learning models and the generative AI capabilities, which work in harmony to be able to help power the forecasting, which is very, very specific and tailored to those KPIs, and also be able to get insights and drive actions from there. As you can see here, this is going back to the curve is that you have first foundation and what happened in the past. So this is basically where it talks about the historical data of what are the key analytics and what are the key KPIs and how those trends are. Now, this can either connect to an existing analytics system the customer has and pull those data and those KPIs in, or it can leverage our Sky Studio foundation, which can help accelerate those data wrangling and the building of those KPI as well. Once you have those historical data, this is very normal. A lot of the dashboards are in there. Industry knows how to use this, and we know how to send these reports to the stakeholders. So that's a solved problem. The challenge that comes in is that now we have this information, how best I can make this information actionable, and how best I can take this data and start predicting what is going to happen based on what has happened or why has happened in the past, and what are the actions I can take. This is where our forecasting module comes into play. We currently support multiple forecasting models, which are very, very traditional machine learning models, which can be tailored to the KPIs. And once those models are run, these models can either run forecast on the fly for the customers, but also has a capability to run this forecast on a regular basis, depending upon on how the skyCommand is configured for the customers. Once those forecasts come in, the biggest value that the customers get is, okay, I got the forecast. This is great. I can try multiple models and scenarios to see what's a different forecasting is working. This forecast also takes into account the correlation of different information. And then it provides the output summary. But the challenge and the power comes in is that once you have the forecasting, how do I do a scenario planning? This is where our platform provides capability to create certain scenarios where you can either use a more conservative scenarios to, depending upon the type of the use case, do you want to plan for a certain peak season scenarios? And these dials, as you change those dials, it can run those scenarios and give a clear idea about that if these levers are pulled based on the historical data and very contextual to their data and the forecast to say how this is going to change over time. And the power comes in the skyCommand is that once you have those scenarios, and how do you create actions from there? So the platform provides a action aspect where you can take these scenarios and then it can create an action from there. So let me show you we run the forecast, and then you can go into the tasks here. So this is where once you have those scenarios planning are done and you got your actions, the next steps come in is that, okay, now this action can be turned into tasks. So this is where the platform provides a capability is that once you take the journey through planning, scenario planning to the actions, these actions could be set through the platform to different action owners. So this can interface with any existing task system if the customer has, or in the platform itself, they can create these tasks and track this task, which again comes back into the platform to be able to see how these tasks helped with their KPI, how this improved their KPI as well. One of the powers of the platform I would like to show is that the platform can generate briefings from there as well. So currently platform, once you go through your historical and the forecasting process, and it can get the data from those information to be able to create insights and the briefing that could be shared with any stakeholders to be able to see how this KPI changed over time and what the actions were taken in order to improve the KPI. Currently, as we launch this platform, we have multiple KPIs that we support. We have more than 300 plus KPIs, which are already pre-built in the platform. The whole objective of our platform, as I said, is that how we can unlock the value for our customer to get from their foundation space to their journey to get much more actionable insights and leverage AI agents to be able to improve their operational efficiency or the revenue. So To make that easier for our customers, we have already pre-built multiple KPIs, which are very, very critical and important for the industry verticals, for example, senior living or health systems, so on and so forth. And the objective is that as this skyCommand platform gets implemented, we will work with our customers to meet in their journey and help in configure and tune the models to align with their KPIs. These are some of the features of the skyCommand I would like to highlight. We are super excited about this platform. We see that this can really help our customers to be able to unlock the data silo, get insights from their data quicker, and we want them to make sure that they are getting value from their data and can really harness the power of AI to help them accelerate in their journey into getting more insights from the information they already have. With that, I would like to pause for any question. Brian?
Yeah, feel free to raise your hand. There's a Q&A tab that you can use to drop any questions in. Or if you'd like to revisit certain features or panels that Kishore has gone through already. I guess I can start. Kishore, what's your favorite feature in skyCommand right now?
My favorite feature in skyCommand is the scenario analysis. The power that I have seen is that how a combination of traditional machine learning and the AI can really help, generative AI can really help in understanding about the future, about what are the levers they can pull, and how it's going to impact the KPI. Traditionally, we have always relied on the dashboards, and it was a human who would read through the dashboards and look at the historical data and try to understand and identify the areas that they can work on and improve. The power that skyCommand brings in is that it can look at the historical data, then it can run the forecasting depending upon the scenario, depending upon the way the correlation has been set up for the customers. So once you have those two things on, then you can layer the scenario planning on top of it. So now with the combination of the traditional machine learning with generative AI components tailored with the pipeline tailored to the specific use case and KPIs, can really provide a set of scenarios that are powerful for the businesses to take actions in much quicker pace. The other part of it, which I'm really stoked about, is once you have this data and the predictive and the generative side of it, getting the insights from there and create a very, very tailored, actionable tasks from there that directly come into their task management is it significantly cuts down the time it takes from the data to the action, right? So here the customers can really harness this power, identify the necessary actions, give it to the necessary action owners to be able to work on those, and then they can see how it is reflecting in their KPIs, right? So I call it the power of from data creation to availability to the action has significantly shrunk. with the power of skyCommand.
Awesome, thanks. Any other questions?
Okay. If you don't have any other questions, thank you all for joining this webinar. We are super excited with skyCommand. This is we'll have a lot of new features coming in. This is we see is a powerful platform that can really help the customers to accelerate their journey from where they are to from the foundational aspect to the agentic. And we see that the unlocking the real power of the data can be done effectively. The customers are really harnessing from to an agentic, prescriptive, actionable insights from their data. And we believe that the skyCommand platform will help them get there faster.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate you taking the time this morning or this afternoon to join us, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.
All right. Thank you all for joining the webinar. Look forward to the next one.